Hello. We should try to start that with not looking. No, keep an eye. Okay, ready? Don't look.
Okay.
But when I count to 3,
Mm-hmm.
then at some point you're gonna say hello.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
You don't have to say it on 3, obviously,
Okay.
but some point after. Okay,
Okay.
ready? So we're gonna pretend like we're gonna start at 1, 2, 3.
Hello.
Hi.
It was close.
It was close. I'll give it a C plus. But I wonder if we should start trying to do that. Of just like,
I like it.
when are we going to? Who's gonna say it first?
Yeah, I thought that's what we were always doing, but I guess
I was following whenever I would see you start to speak, and then I would catch up with the end of the hi.
Hey.
And yeah,
Hey.
Hi. We never decided hey or hi, but that's all right.
I love that.
So ridiculous. So ridiculous of a way to start a podcast.
You know what's ridiculous?
What?
That I got 4 tattoos in a year.
In 1 year?
Yeah.
I got 2 within like 6 years and didn't have one for like
You got 2 tattoos in 6 years.
maybe.
That is so backwards because from everything that I hear from people, tattoos are so addictive. And that was my case. Like you get addicted
I hear that
to
too. I mean, my best friend's a tattoo artist, so
yeah.
I'm gonna do Casanova Zigo. I'm gonna do a little shout out, little plug.
Yes.
But yes.
Yes. If you want to tattoo me, feel free.
Head up to I won't say. I'll tell you after.
Okay.
Just in case. I don't know if I should say where he lives, but okay.
Yeah, I'll do it.
No, I know people are addicted to him. I know people. Yeah.
I think after my last one, which was on my rib cage, and it's my whole rib cage, I need time because that was the.
Is that the most recent?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the most painful experience.
What's it of?
It is. Do you know like the love story of the sun and the moon?
No.
Okay, so the love.
And I'm not laughing at your tattoo because I don't know. But like, sometimes I want to know what makes you think that I would know things.
Because you're a smart man.
But I don't. Are we talking?
You're a corporate man.
Like zodiac things?
No. Well, no.
Okay, go ahead. Love.
It's more like
the sun and the moon. Love and the moon. What'd you say?
the love between the sun and the moon.
No, I don't know it.
So basically, there was. I always mix up which one is the goddess and which one is the god. But
Okay.
essentially, the sun and the moon were goddess and goddesses, or god and goddesses. Sorry, and they fell in love and they became so powerful together that the gods banned them to opposite sides of the universe.
Okay.
And the only time they get to touch is on an eclipse.
Okay, that's cool. Okay.
So the tattoo, and I have an appropriate photo. We can put it in here if we want. The tattoo is like a sun and a moon, correct? Like they're like faces.
Gotcha.
And they're caressing each other and like just holding each other in that moment because they only get to touch each other and hold each other and love each other for those couple of hours. But they love each other so much that
That's so deep.
yeah.
Never heard the story in my life.
Really?
Never.
It's honestly one of my. I saw and I cannot say that I know who posted it. I can't say that I know the artist, so I deeply apologize for that. But I saw a girl get it on her inner bicep, and it was a much smaller tattoo.
That's my other spot. I wanna.
That hurts so bad.
I know.
Pinch yourself there right now.
Oh.
But like it's sensitive, right? Like it hurts a lot.
Yeah.
For a pinch. Imagine needles
I'm also
going
a horrible
in there.
tattoo patient.
So when I got my ribs done, I wanted it to be small, but I'm tall. I'm 5'8". I'm tall for a girl. So
shout out
tall girls.
You.
So when they put the stencil on for like the size that I wanted, it looked so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Sorry. It looked so stupid because my torso is so long.
Yeah.
So the size of it just looked so dumb because it was so small, but it was just so much space.
Yeah.
So then he like put like my body size of the rib on. And I remember I'm looking at it in the mirror and one of my good friends came with me and she was looking at it, she's like, oh my God, like that looks so badass. And I'm like, yeah, it does. And I'm looking at it and it's like 10 minutes go by and I'm standing in the mirror and I'm like looking at it. And he's like, what's going on? And I'm like, this is going to hurt so bad. Yeah. He was like, Yeah, because it's literally like
it's just ribs.
It's the top of my rib cage, all the way down to the bottom of my rib. It's big.
Yeah,
and it's beautiful. I love it. He did such an amazing job. I would love to go back to him one day. All of my other tattoos didn't feel a thing. Like when people tell me if tattoos hurt, I say no, because I'm like, doesn't hurt at all. Like my back, I have a huge piece on my back. I fell asleep while he was doing it because I was just like, I didn't care.
I complain, which you're not gonna be shocked. I complain a lot while getting the 2 tattoos that I have, but also it's my literally best friend since like grade middle school.
Yeah,
who's the tattoo artist?
Yeah.
So like, I don't know if I would be better if it was a stranger because I didn't want to look like. So, but I am the worst.
Strangers
he tells me to
hard.
shut up. So
getting it done by a stranger is so. Fun fact: all of my tattoos are done by a different person.
Okay.
I have 6 tattoos. All of them are done by a different person, and 2 of them, like the one on my back, is a very.
What's the one on the back?
The one on my back is like a huge mirage of like flowers, and it's all of the women in my family who made a very big impact on me.
Gotcha.
It's all of their favorite flowers put into like a collage type thing. It's like a circle. And it's because this is gonna sound really cheesy, but like they always have my back, so like I put it on my back. But it's all of their favorite flowers. But it's like a very like realistic tattoo. Yeah. But that one, like getting it done by a stranger is like weird because you don't know them. You can't, like, a lot of people in tattoo shops don't care about you or your life.
No.
When you get a tattoo, your body goes into like eventually. Your body goes into like a shock period where it numbs and you feel the irritation. You're kind of uncomfortable.
If you've never gotten tattoos and you're asking for another opinion, that's not the truth.
It's so true.
It's not the truth.
Like with my ribs.
This is pain tolerance. You're giving people.
Oh, I have a very high pain tolerance.
I know you're sending people out, and they're gonna be like, this is just gonna get annoying. After a while.
The tattoos
We're gonna have a heated debate.
Tattoos don't hurt.
Yes, they do.
They're annoying.
No, I complain the entire time.
When the tattoo starts, when the tattoo starts, you're like, oh, that's a completely different feeling. And it's really hard to describe. Like it's
horrible.
I describe it as either a cat consistently scratching your skin over and over, or an eraser on your skin repeatedly because it just burns and it's like annoying. But I think the worst part about it after was they used this new bandage called Tegaderm. So it's this clear, super sticky
I got it on this one.
Yeah. Clear, super sticky adhesive thing. When we were trying to get it off, I went to my best friend's house because I said, I need you to help me get this off. Because she's a diabetic and she uses Tegaderm on her stuff that sticks into her body. So she knows how to like navigate it and everything. And I almost passed out taking it off. That's how sensitive my skin was. Like I remember she looked at me and she was like, we're going to get you a chair. Because I was literally, I didn't even realize like she was taking it off and I was like holding onto the counter, like slowly falling down. Fall down. It was, I will never ever, I love it. I love looking at it. Do I ever see it? No. But I like when I catch a glimpse of it, I'm like, isn't that the best part though? When you catch a glimpse of it and you're like, oh, it's there. Like my back tattoo, I forget I have it all the time. Some people believe,
oh my Lord,
that tattoos make you lesser of a person.
What? Because they don't like societally, or okay. Correct.
Yes, there was this boy. Funny story. Story time. There was this boy that I was seeing in college.
Okay.
We met online, and he ended up coming over. We were watching a movie. He met my roommate, and we were just hanging out. And we were talking, and he knew that I had like tattoos and everything. Like we were just talking about like things about ourselves, and like I always thought my tattoos were cool.
Yeah.
'Cause like. In college.
Cool girl, tattoo girl.
Yeah. Cool girl, tattoo girl. And we were just talking and my roommate ended up leaving. We were watching a movie and we went to go kiss. And he looks me dead in the face as we're about to kiss. It's just like a little,
Yep.
you know, dead in the face. He goes, "You are the devil, taunting me, teasing me, trying to lure me to Satanism." Do I know for a fact that it was about my tattoos or the fact that he was going to kiss somebody and he was very religious? No. He went on a full-blown tangent for, I'm talking a half hour, about how, like, crazy.
Do you think he came to the table with that already in his head?
He had to have.
And, like, was just waiting for you, the devil, to be out there.
I think so.
Like, on a mission.
So, yeah, like, I am here to ruin you.
Correct, right?
Yes.
And so, like,
but
he's just like...
But he went on this tangent about how, all about his faith and no tea, no shade on faith or, you know, anything like that. You believe whatever you want to believe. You can believe whatever you want to believe without hurting people.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there on my bed and he's pacing around my dorm room talking about how terrible of a person I am. He called me every slur in the book. And it was a kiss, okay? A kiss. And he's calling me every slur in the book. He's getting red in the face, angry. He was also a student athlete. And he was like super big, super tall, super muscular.
This seems extremely sketchy and dangerous.
Yeah, like super big, super tall, super like, and I'm just sitting there and I'm like, is this because of my tattoos? Is this because of we were going to kiss and like you want to get married first? Like, I don't know like what's happening. And red in the face, like veins in the neck, like yelling, super passionate about what he was talking about. So the best part is that my roommate, there were no intentions this night, by the way.
Yeah.
Like my roommate was in the room with us when we were watching the movie. That's the craziest part about it. She went to the bathroom. That's when all of this happened.
So she comes out and she's like...
So she went across the hall, like directly across the hall, because we're in a dorm hall, to one of our really good friends, because we made really good friends with our neighbors who were across the hall. So she was across the hall in her room. Their door was open, because we used to just leave our doors open because people would come in and out all the time. That's how you made friends. And she said she saw him walk out of the room. His face was like red. Like, now mind you, the lights. Devil. Now mind you, yeah, right. I burned his skin. Mind you, he was like, we were in a dark room.
Yes.
Like the lights were off. Maybe like I think I had like my lamp on or something. And so I didn't like, I saw like the anger in his face. I saw the veins in his neck. I saw the reflection of his face off the lamp. But she said when he came into the light that his face was like red and he was like teary eyed and like, so essentially you're making a podcast with Satan.
You're the devil.
Yeah, I always joke with my friends with all the things that I've done in life. There's no way I'm going anywhere but hell, if there is a hell.
I can see that. I mean,
can I rule hell? I always say that I'm going to get down there, give Satan the good old kickarooski, and I'm going to walk down there in my leather bodysuit and mini skirt with thigh-high leather boots and be like, get the frick out of my way, Satan.
I can see that. That energy matches real life.
Yeah,
so.
And I'm going to say, we're going to have it. I'm going to get down there. I'm going to say, where the hell are the goddamn air conditioners down here?
Do you, heat or cold?
I am cold. No, I like cold.
Yeah.
I hate summer.
Oh, so do I. Summer's the worst.
I get sick to my stomach when I get too hot.
Like
when you like have to go somewhere in the summer, do you dread it?
Yes, it's the worst thing in the world.
Because are you a sweaty person?
Yeah.
I am such a sweaty person.
Well,
I get so sweaty all the time. Now we're
getting really personal. Yeah.
Everybody sweats.
Well, I know, but like, yeah, it's tough. It's like really like trying to find like a great deodorant that's like, because it's so hot. That lasts,
but also like there's more parts of your body that smell.
Yeah.
Than your armpits.
Correct.
And it's like, but then you're like, I want to stay cool, but like we're also going to be going inside. So like maybe it'll be cooler in there. Do I bring something to wear?
Yeah.
Like you're like constantly finding it. But then like you like get ready to go somewhere. And like for women in the summer, I don't have great skin. So I just don't ever not wear makeup. So then it's also being a sweaty person with very sensitive skin, with acne prone skin, trying to look cute while wearing clothes that won't make me die because I'm a billion degrees, while also trying to keep a full face of makeup on while I'm sweating it all off. I hate the summertime. In the summertime, my air conditioning, it's a freaking meat locker.
Yeah.
Meat locker.
I know. It has to be. I was going to ask you what your favorite seasons. What's your ranking? Well, ranking.
Winter number 1.
Okay.
Winter number 1, fall number 2, spring, and then summer.
I switch out fall and winter.
I love winter so much. But it's
love
strange.
fall. I
You
love
do?
fall.
Are you like a basic like pumpkin spice?
No, I love the hoodie weather.
Oh, that's true.
I love a good hoodie.
I do. I love sweatshirts. I really do.
Sweatshirts or hoodie? There's a difference.
Do you call them people who call sweatshirts sweaters make me want to
No,
be
what
violent.
about the ones that call them jumpers? Like from over
also
in England?
you're just asking for violence at that
Correct.
point. Who do you think's going down there?
Who do I think's going down to hell?
Yeah.
I think the list is quite long. Maybe from last episode, the serial killers.
Me.
You. I think I'm safe. I'm a good guy.
Based on what?
I'm a great guy.
I'm a good person.
I saved. This happened today. I like to share the
Here we
story
go.
that I saved an old lady's life today. But my wife will tell me that you didn't save her life. You saved her car from getting a shopping cart put into it from 2 feet away. So we're walking into Bed Bath & Beyond.
And I'm dramatic.
Yeah. Oh, you should. When I say rant, so we were going to Bed Bath & Beyond. An older lady's trying to get something into a cart that's on the outside, and her daughter has the car pulled up to the front, so she doesn't have to walk that far. She went to go put the thing in the cart and went to go shut the trunk. And during that time, the cart turned and was heading towards the car from the sidewalk. And it was honestly, in my head, the cart was going like 1,000 miles an hour.
The cart was on NASCAR. The cart was the NASCAR cars that you were watching in the airport when you flew.
That was going that fast. I literally, when I say sprinted, I was from like here, and I know you guys can't see where the camera is, but it's probably like 6 feet. I sprinted so fast. I envision you,
and this is gonna be for our visual audience, so I do apologize, but I'm gonna put my mic. I envision you.
Yes, I could do this.
Oh, cool. I envision you just like.
Oh, I had arms out. And it was stomping because I was running so fast. But I did save the cart, and the lady in the car was like, "Oh, thank you." And then the older lady, she was like, "Oh my gosh, thank you so much." And then she grabbed my hand and she goes, "You have a blessed day. Not a great day, a blessed day."
So you're going to the upper place, whatever that.
I think so. I mean, whatever you believe, and whatever it may be, whatever ends up happening, nobody knows.
Nobody knows.
But yeah, because of that situation, I saved the
elderly
day. Saved the day. So I'm a great guy, but in that moment, I didn't think of anything in that moment, but you wonder subconsciously if I did it because I was just like, man, this is going to be like, make me look like I'm so cool.
I'm so bold.
Do you imagine somebody from the opposite end of the parking lot seeing that situation and being like,
and seeing you sprint?
The cart was like 2 feet away from her car. It would have went like, boop. I don't even know if it would have made any kind of mark.
No, definitely not. You know who would have saved my day?
Who?
Edward Cullen.
Edward Cullen would. So we talked about this a little bit before starting the podcast because I don't forget how it came up.
This is gonna rock my damn world. I am so ready for this. Tell me everything.
I'm a big Twilight guy. I'm a big Twilight.
So I'm gonna start it off with the most basic argument that I can start it off with. Team Edward or Team Jacob?
Team Edward.
For real?
Yeah.
You stupid idiot.
No, wait. Okay, so before this, I'm gonna call her out. I'm gonna little behind the scenes thing.
I love Robert Pattinson.
That doesn't affect anything?
Robert Pattinson is not Edward.
I know, but that should carry some weight into things. And Team Jacob.
Hell yeah.
For what reason?
He is a warm, loving human being.
You hate warm and heat. Go ahead.
But I love attention.
Okay.
And I hate mystery. And Edward Cullen is just one big goddamn mystery. He took her whole life away from her.
He gave her an
eternal life. You want to be on this goddamn planet for longer than you have to be?
Yes, she would. Yes, why would she ever say no to that? Because obviously she met him because that's the way he... If he didn't have eternal life and on the planet forever, she would have never met him.
Jacob is, first of all, listen, love Robert Pattinson, his acting, phenomenal. Taylor Lautner.
What, are we talking good acting or bad acting?
I don't give a shit about his acting. He's much more attractive than Edward can ever be.
I feel like you set me up for a conversation... and you're backtracking on what we thought we had in common.
Jacob is much more attractive than Edward.
No. I don't think so.
Really?
Well, I mean, if you're just going by because he's like just cut, but like
he's cut, he's kind, he genuinely knows what she's interested in. He wants what's best for her, without manipulating her.
No, he's like a hothead. No.
He is not. He's a werewolf. He doesn't kill people, at least.
He's a hothead.
Edward's a serial killer.
He's a hothead.
Tell me more.
He was always so mad, and so it's like, dude, she didn't choose you. Just back up. She didn't choose. Get over it. He was always just like, oh, like since the beginning, like she was like wanting Edward, so it was like, and then he was like, oh.
She wanted Edward because she couldn't have Edward, and that's the T.
Okay, but still, he should have.
And Edward's the reason that she freaking died.
She's good now.
After being pregnant with a vampire baby.
And then guess what?
And she drank her blood.
Imprinted on the baby. Yeah. Yeah, remember that whole part?
You named my baby after the Loch Ness Monster?
Yeah, yeah.
Renesmee.
Yes,
Nessie.
Like, that's messed up too.
That's pretty. It was messed up.
So
it wasn't his fault. He can't control it.
Because he's a hothead.
He's not a hothead. He's a dog.
My Lord.
And I'm a dog person. You're a cat person.
I am a cat person.
I'm a dog person, which is why I'm Team Jacob.
Is Edward a cat? Kind of, I guess he would be.
What the what? Is Edward a cat? Yeah, because he fucking he hates physical touch. He hates letting people in. He doesn't want anybody near him ever. And he always runs away when people get too close.
I don't even know if I'm a cat person. You threw that. I have one cat. She's horrible.
That I didn't know you had until today.
No, yeah. You were already here the week before and you had no idea I had a cat.
No idea that you had a cat. But I know now that you have sent me a picture of her before and I just completely forgot about it.
Yeah. So, something that we talked about and I want to know more information on, and I'm going to set it up really, really, really quickly. Like there's the age difference between us, right? So like Facebook started when I was in community college, so 19, 20. Like I was peak of that age, but it was also the very early stages of social media. So like things weren't as prevalent as they are now. Like a lot of the issues and a lot of the things that like people are like, oh, social media is so bad. It was so like you can connect with your friends, right? The thing that threw me for a loop that we talked about is because I only actually know this in the sense of celebrities having it. Okay. Because they want to like creep or like.
Interesting.
The whole Finsta.
Yes.
Fake Instagram account.
Yeah. So.
As a normal person, like I said, I only know it from like celebrities who have it.
It's interesting because I didn't know that. I didn't know that
athletes have it. Like, like I think it's more common in like NBA. So they have it.
So when I was in college, we had like the girls on my floor, and it was also just taking off on social media in general, that you would make a Finsta that was more for like comedic relief, more for mental venting, more for random BS posts that you would throw out there. Like off the top of my head, I remember one time it was raining and I was wearing socks with my Birkenstocks, and I said, the caption was like, yes, I'm wearing socks with my Birkenstocks, leave me alone. And like, like, but you only let your closest friends, and also only their Finstas, follow you back.
Correct.
So you have this network of people who have this very open like relationship with social media, but it's in a sense of like Instagram. So like my Insta not my Finsta, my Insta had, my my presenting self, bars, clubs, cute outfits, good lighting, nice filters, good editing. My Finsta was like me with all of my acne all over my face, my hair a mess, like funny, comedic.
The part of this though,
relief that you wouldn't care if you only got 10 likes
and
on your Finsta.
that's the part that blows my mind
mm-hmm.
because, and we joked about it when we started, like I think episode 1 or 2, I can't remember, but like we talked about how we just started following each other social media, and we were like, you were like, I love social, and so do I, and I have like hundreds of
mm-hmm.
pictures,
mm-hmm.
and you have like 15,
mm-hmm.
and I joke about it, but like it makes sense
mm-hmm.
because I grew up in, I guess I grew up in Finsta. Like we shared everything.
Yeah.
If I like,
but now
if there was a chip on the couch, I'd be like, if there's when I start the 5
chip on my shoulder.
Yeah,
but like
because you guys care about the likes.
Now it's all the filters. Do you look the hottest you can possibly look? Is your caption witty enough? Before, like when I was in high school, it was like, do you have the perfect song lyric? Now is your caption witty enough to post?
None of that took place in my
because
time of social.
Influencers have completely
changed
taken
the
over
game.
social media. Not in a bad way. It's their job, and I love them, and they influence me all the time.
Yeah,
they influence me to buy this ring light. But like the way that they act makes you feel as though you have to present yourself in a certain. And it's not saying that they're like a targeted attacking group of people, because they're 100% not. But the way that they act and their level of perfection, or their appearance of perfection, trickles down into young girls and boys' mental brain, and like their social representation.
That's
of
what
themselves.
you see, and people
mm-hmm.
talk about like, oh, hiding. And I never understood. I understood the whole hiding likes debate and things like that, but I kind of never got it because I never looked at anybody else's posts and was like, oh, like, I got more likes than you or whatever like that, because that wasn't part of our
mm-hmm.
thing.
Finsta was now it is. Now it's like that person has. But Finsta was a place that I can post the most embarrassing picture of myself. Like I remember one time we went out for Halloween and I had my hair in French braids.
Yeah.
But I have very thin hair. So like most girls, when they put their hair in French braids, it like leaves like a nice curl in their hair, like a nice wave. Since my hair is so thin, it literally sent my hair. I'm not shitting you. I probably still have the photo. If we want to enter it, we can. Let me know. I'll find it. My hair was out to here from the braids because of how tight they were. And I posted it on my Finsta. I would never post that. But now, interestingly enough, Finstas have morphed into private Snapchat stories.
Okay.
So now, like, I have private Snap. Like, my friend has one that's, like, for the girls, and, like, only her girlfriends are on it. Or, like, I have one that only, like, my closest friends are on. Because, like, I met so many people that, like, I don't want to share my whole life with them anymore. But, like, I'm interested in seeing... Like, there's certain things, like, if I were to post a picture of that unicorn floaty in the corner, I'd be like, that's funny. I'd post it on my main. But, like, if I had something interesting happen to me...
we should show it.
Oh. Keep talking. If I had something happen to me, like, personally, I wouldn't post it on my main. Here it comes. Oh, God. I have the mic. It won't even Did you... And to put it out of frame? Are you freaking kidding me?
Because it would literally probably stop the recording.
No, it wouldn't. Come here. This is Unicorn.
Okay.
That's been looking me in the face ever since I freaking got here. She's been like
just eyeing you down. We can keep her here.
Yeah, we can keep her here. So yeah.
But that's so wild to me because I think you would be mortified from when social started.
Yeah.
When you would be. Yeah. You would be.
No, I wouldn't be.
You would be like, I can't believe you posted that.
Now, looking back on it, yes. If I started social media when you did, I would not feel that way.
Yeah, I don't, but I'm just saying, if I, like, at your height of doing this stuff with your friends and having these, like, things, and if I was just like, hey, like, if we met each other back then, and you looked, I have 561
if I met you back,
photos.
But if I met you back then, I would think that was normal. Now, I'm
I'm saying, if you saw it now, you'd be like, you're crazy.
Crazy town.
I'm, like, trying to find, like, some, like, literally I found an old... I found an old hat that I used to wear in high school that says dork on it. And then like, yeah.
You got to put that in.
I'll put it in. You got to find this stuff that you want to put in. But yeah, like I posted all that. Like,
oh my God.
Like you'd be mortified if I showed you. If I showed you and you, yeah, it's not a great.
Triggered.
It's not a great thing. But yeah, I find that really weird. I find that really crazy that that's how what's going on in the social world for.
Yeah, it is weird. It's weird and it's scary because it doesn't matter. But like my friends and I are trying to break it and break that internal anxiety of like, you don't have to post at a specific time. It's okay if you don't get
that threw me for a loop too. Sorry to like just keep going on this, but I give two craps less when I post.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say like I try to think about like as we're trying to launch this and share it and get people to view. I do think about like I'm not going to post something at like 5 a.m. Yeah. But like for me personally, you're talking personally, you cared about when you posted.
8 o'clock every time I had posted, be at 8
a.m.
o'clock.
or p.m.
p.m.
8 p.m.
It was one of the we did like actual research like when was the best time to post on Instagram and it was 8 p.m. Yeah.
I could give two. I literally couldn't care. That blows my mind.
Yeah, but now
that blows my mind that you guys thought about that. But not in a content creator way.
But now, like posting a picture at like 6 makes me nervous.
Why?
So I'm like, oh my God, no one's gonna see it. No one's gonna like it. And then you feel like, am I not? But it's just the way that social media is, and it's awful. It's truly terrible.
I know. I just don't.
You are pretty, even if you don't post at 8 o'clock.
Post whenever you want.
Post whenever the hell you want. Social media does not define you.
Be like me. Post literally whenever. But like you think of that in terms of content creator, but you guys don't be like me. We've talked about I've saved lives. I am a great person. And I just care about posting whenever. That just blows my mind that you guys actually thought about that.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I have friends that like didn't even do anything on social media.
Really?
Nothing. Wow. There's people in my like because we were in that weird age group, right? Mm-hmm. If you just were not into it. Mm-hmm. But yeah.
Crazy.
That's wild.
It is wild.
Post whenever you want.
Post whenever you want.
I'm posting this
because you want to know what.
At 1 a.m. I'm posting at 1 a.m.
Post whenever you want because you want to know what.
What?
At the end of the day. Unicorn, at the end of the day, it's what?
Just a chat.
It's just a chat.